Good afternoon. It is a beautiful Friday here on the Aviator 268 channel. We are in the Airbus A319 with a very short flight over to Detroit from Chicago Midway Airport. It is the smaller airport than the two major ones in Chicago. The Chicago O'Hare Airport is just a little bit northwest of here, and this is the smaller regional airport that we can find a couple of flights out of Chicago into other parts of the continental US. So we're in the Airbus A319. It is already 10 minutes to 5. Local time, I believe, is 4. Nevertheless, we're gonna jump right in. Aircraft is already loaded, and so we just need to get a couple of things started, and then we can be on our way. We'll go through our preparation, gear pins, and covers removed. So a quantity is 11,260 and sufficient for the flight. Seatbelt signs are on, aiders are nav, and bar reference is 2003, and that is set twice. So the cockpit preparation is set. Our final thing we need to do for this one is the load sheet information, and let's cross check that. Departure for 4 right, and optimum, no, off, everything set, and calculate. 125, 25, 130, flaps 1 up to 1 let's send it 2, and let's double check on this side, 25, 25, 31 up 5, 6. So we will do our final load sheet check and step. Accepted, and we are ready to go. We disconnect ground power. We are using the Midway 8 departure. All aircraft camera planning heading the radar place to route or depicted fix. Then maintain 3000, expect final to departure. We're departing off of runway 4, and our first report is Luki. So Luki then to Gipper, and then as flight time route depicts. Here, push out the gate, T2, T, and then we will cross via Yankee off the runway 2 right. Cross 3-1 left at Yankee, take Yankee to Yankee 1, and then depart. So we're ready to go. So let's close the door here. Locked. Airport. This party. Nevertheless, we press on. So turn on the beacon lights. Push back. Push back. Before start, parking brake is set. The door speeds are entered. Windows closed and locked. Beacon is on. Push back. So which way we're going. And this is the new GSX outlook, no longer the old put down. The boring way it was looking before. So bit of improvement here with GSX.
Release parking brakes, please.
Right, so parking brakes are going to be released. Timer.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
I couldn't tell you why we're using it. Southwest Brigade. Just like the person who created the profile probably did use the GSM correct name for that. Nevertheless, we won't argue. Like, it looks good anyway. People looking out the window. Passengers there. Flipping is
Please set parking brake.
that was weird. Parking brake is going to be set, and let's start these engines. Starting 1 and 2. Start engine number 1.
Welcome aboard. My name is Allie, and I am your flight leader. Our crew of 3 Atlanta-based flight attendants are excited to take care of you. We extend a
Unlocking gear.
We appreciate you continuing to trust us with your travel. Before we depart, please direct your attention to the video screens for a brief presentation of the safety features of our Airbus A. Your video monitor is not working. Please ring your call light to let us know.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right
Available
is clear.
on engine 1, or engine 2, and see where you are. Alright. Here. Bye bye. See you next time.
Larger electronic devices must be placed in a bag. Handheld portable electronic devices, including mobile phones, should also be secured. Keep the aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas clear.
If you lose an electronic device in your seat, please ask a crew member for help. As we leave the gate, fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip.
More available. We got a bit of a backside to close. That's the start checklist. Just not required. You can tell us this was 0.5% what it is. Neutral. Reset. At the top. That's the checklist. If I control this check factor is 1 plus F radar predictable wind share. On auto. The most center is normal, econ status is take off. Take off blue. System. Got it. So we check our tax. Tax. We all on 2 we go ahead and tank code. Right? While we're watching briefing as a taxi out, we will take off. Either below V1, we will call stop for any ECAM warnings that hit on the aircraft unflyable. But V1 will come straight ahead and take it out. Make any assessments that we need. If we need to come back, we'll land on 4 right? Visual. Pretty clear enough that we can do visual refill, right? If not, we can carry on to our destination, which is approximately 110 miles from here. So if it's not an issue. Cabin crew is ready. Brake check. Check 0. So departure mission is complete. So we make the left here onto. Take our right onto temple.
Approaching, 3-1 right.
We make our left this time. That's Papa, and then
On, runway 31 right. Approaching, 3-1 center. Crossing, 3-1 center.
keep this strobe lights on as it
Approaching, 3-1 left. Crossing, 3-1 left. screens on the left. Good. Thank you so very much for the sub, David. Good to have you on the stream with us. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. You have a good weekend as it starts today. Approaching, 4 right.
The traffic out 4140.
On, runway 4 right.
Traffic. Traffic down to 4140, take off runway 04 right soon after departure. Correct, Loki. Start timer, pressure on this way, 40%. for 966 SRS runway on the first is good. Let's go here. That is downtown Chicago. There. Midway. Where you don't have to check the system. But there's a flow that you just used. I'm sure that good one. 1,000. There's it. From the flight level 210. Given that it is a very short flight, you can go ahead and prepare for. So we're landing at Detroit. So we are using the pre-arrival. Closer to cross traveling that between 1,000 with 80 decrease between 10 and 8,000 days and 5,000. Then we join the Aylex 4 left. Rather to not to leave
paid. Let's just verify that we have the altitudes that we do. I've been at 9 there. Hill. Probably like 1,000. Victory. Between 8 and 10. Drawback 5,000. So let's head out to 210. Current weather in Detroit. Winds are secure at 164. Wind factor will go from 35 to 18. Temperature 182.06 until 3016. So we need to remember 06 here at 16, 18, level at flight level 210. 9 minutes into the flight, and let's see what to say. 81 to top of the says top of the says at 21:23. That's just now. Go ahead and enjoy the flight as you want to see that. Let's look at something else. So we are expecting to get the localizer at 6 minutes. Wait. Chart. Once we land at the airport, get on the 104 ride. This information. Let's see. Current course rate 123,200. 200. So let's say over. Good. Organizer at 1-2. And wait. 2050. I haven't updated this probably, so it is organizer.
to 17. I'm hearing medicine. Run the is it 6,000? So we have a total distance of 10,000 feet. 6,227. So 6,227. We should be able to get out. 5. Victor. Also, right. We have Victor. Yeah, so Bravo plus 9. 8, 2, 4, 6. Okay, so we do uniform. We do Bravo to 3 November. Great. So now that's our text. Around the briefing complete. So this is 57. Really hoping that some of these cars better. Not sure what's causing, other than the distortion that you get with moving, but even with the other sims, we've had better looking. From a distance, they're looking fine, but when you get close up to these, maybe sometime in the future they will have to do that. We'll see. We just have to do that. Oh no, it's what you could we are halfway between. We're halfway between our two airports. 24 miles from the site. We're going to begin. Which should give us a smooth easy. So we'll initiate that now. Current weather conditions in Detroit, winds coming out of 12 little gusts here and there. Good visibility, got some overcast skies, 3,000 feet. Temperature is 17 degrees. Still pretty decent day. No weather, no worse weather here, so once again, thank you. Hard flight into Detroit. Hope to see you. We're still below the forecast. That is good. That's good. be good for right. It's 260. We have one kill. It's not What do you reckon to hill direct? Check this out. If United seems to, so check this out. We're showing up we are of the profile. Trying to slow down to get to 5,022. So, open the aircraft down to 240. Trying to get very quickly. Extend some speed brake. Okay, so we're seeing that forward is what we want. So we can get to 5,000. Then we need to slow down to
210 because once you get the ground up, we're joining that's a transition to the Aylex. We want to make sure that we are much slower than 240. Final approach phase. About 10,000 feet. That should also give us a little bit of drag. The way they model this thing, these lights coming out are supposed to give us some. But the wind is pretty bouncy on here. But I'm okay with allowing it to go to 240 or remaining at 240 because we're still we'll be a little bit before, we should meet 5,000 before we get to the intersection itself. So once we get there, we can slow down to 210, then continue down to 3,000 so we can be above, or rather below the glide slope, and then it will come and meet us down. Localize. Now we're below 10,000 feet, we'll switch over to the Detroit traffic.
Welcome to ACARS.
Detroit traffic number 2140 is out of 6,500 for 5,000. We continue to send out the 3,000 to 1,000 for metro traffic. That's so just bounced up. So there. Alright. We will slow our speed down now to 210. I think 5,600 feet. Looking well. I know the temptation sometimes is to use managed speed, however, doing an open descent, managing that as well is better in terms of being your target. And I find that a little bit more in the A319 than the 320 and 321. So I'm supposing that with what FENIX is doing with the VRAM, that they're correcting those mistakes. Not sure why it is that I can get in terms of getting the altitude restrictions as they should with the A319s, the A321s and the 320s, not the 319. Not sure what to do. But once you manage your speed, alright, so maintaining 5,000 once we pass here, we will continue on descent now with managed speed. What I want to do is get to 180 by the first ring, so we'll continue our descent to 3,000, then we'll slow our speed to 200. Detroit traffic, metro traffic, Delta 4140 is 20 miles on the ILS runway, approaching the localizer from the northwest. Approaching the localizer and Astley will call establish for runway 4. Section 4 line.
angular blizer.
At least we'll have a visual for it. Fine.
2,500.
Oh, snap.
Check, that's one. Airport is inside. Is third. Metro traffic Delta 4140 is 16 miles. Florida. Out. Here's book speed. So now we'll order this thing. Metro traffic Delta 4140, 9 miles from final, runway 4 left.
1000. $500. $100 above. Minimum. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
It breaks up. Versus 3. Reset. Versus continue now on alpha. Right. Good. Metro traffic to 4140 feet of runway 4 left. Taxi to the ramp via Alpha Victor. Cross runway 4 right. Metro traffic. Flight time 40 minutes, 57 seconds. Take off and touchdown.
Approaching, 22 left. Crossing, 22 left.
Just keep those lights on. Cross bubble.
Approaching, 9 left. Crossing, 9 left.
pretty close to the A350F there. Two parts busted. There is. So this is why I'm trying to figure out why GSX doesn't have this. So if GSX would have put the wing walkers like they have them on the push back, then I would have to be wondering where the gate is. Yep. This is a heavy, so let's see what's going on. CPU bleed is it's beacon. Do its thing. Yes, it's go. There we are. We are at the gate here in that A350 over Alpha 38 is heading to Amsterdam. I remember doing that flight in real life, flying. As a matter of fact, guys, when I went to Amsterdam, this was the exact thing that I did. I actually came to Detroit on an A319 from Atlanta, but we parked way over on the end, the Alpha 70, which was still over where that guy is. We parked there and we had to sprint from Alpha 70 to Alpha 38. So that is actually the gate for sure. That's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah. That's pretty cool. I should probably do that after, but we'll see how that goes. So we are in Detroit. The flight time from gate to gate is 56 minutes. Flight time. So we would have gotten in a bit early, so that's good. It's always to arrive early. Flight time was a little bit longer. It should have been 38 minutes, but we got 40 minutes, and that's fine. Not a big deal. We can leave and then still reach on time. So we are grateful for that. And this is your first time with us here on this on the channel, thank you so much for joining. Appreciate it. Some earlier this afternoon. Hope that you enjoy the Burgundy stream. If you haven't already done so, please click the subscribe. It really would help the channel out. Once you click subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you never miss another time that we go live. There's also a Discord. You can find a link below in the description of the video. Feel free to join there and we could definitely interact as well. Thank you so much for joining this evening. Hope that you have a fantastic rest of the weekend. Please ensure that you take care of yourselves. Until then, goodbye.